All right, what's going on, class? My name is Mr. Cisneros. You guys can call me Mr. C for short. One thing that we're going to be learning today as part of our lesson is how to properly shoot a soccer ball. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys two ways to shoot a soccer ball. Two examples. So one technique, I'm going to show you guys the demonstrations just against this wall. Now, does anybody want to tell me which one seemed more correct? Second version? Okay. So the reason why the second version may have seemed more correct is because there are two big steps that you guys may not have stood out from the first version to the second version, and that is a number 10 and a technique called step lock pop. So what a number 10 is whether you're a righty or a lefty, you want to make sure that your non-kicking foot is next to the ball so that it looks like a number 10 when you're going to kick. So I'm a righty, so in this instance, your left foot would be next to it and you'd see a 1 and a 0. Same goes for if you're a lefty. It's backwards, but it's still a 10. So the reason why I mentioned this is because it helps keep when you're shooting and you're pointing with your non-shooting foot's already aiming where you're going to shoot because your hips are facing the direction that you're swinging at. So that's the number 10, and that kind of transitions into step lock pop, which the number 10 is the first step, which is step. So the next thing that you have to do, and it's really important because it helps avoid injury, is lock the ankle, because you don't want to swing at a ball with a flimsy ankle. You don't want anybody to come at you and have there be contact and your ankle wasn't stabilized, and now you're at risk of a fracture, a sprain, or any kind of injury that could leave you out of the game for an extended period of time. So you're going to lock the ankle, so it's step, lock, and then pop. Okay, so the easiest way to get the lockdown is just to put your feet in an L, and after that you kind of just like a putter, come back and forth with it when you're doing the pop. So for today's exercise, we're going to be using the Lazy Monster app in this exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at this marker, and you're going to make your way down to that yellow poly spot where the tablet's going to be. At that point, you're going to have an exercise that you do for the 30 seconds, and you're going to come over to this yellow disc where you'll perform the shot. The only thing is that when you're in two groups, the next person can't go until you're done with your workout. So then once you finish your workout, you take your shot, you come back, you're going to go to these markers that are outside of you. That's one for one group and that's one for the other, where when your team comes in, everybody has to be seated crisscross applesauce and with a finger over your mouth like you're trying to keep people quiet. And that's how I'll know which team is done first. Okay? So what I'm going to need you guys to do is to split yourselves evenly. I'm sorry about that. It's just split yourselves up evenly into groups of 4 and stand on these two markers and just kind of establish your own order, whether there's a tactic or anything. Okay, so it's uneven. So one of you guys is just going to have to go twice. So just kind of establish that between yourselves. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Like I said, you're just going to run out to the yellow marker, do your exercise for 30 seconds, take a shot, and then sit down. The name of this game is Shoot and Relay. All right? You guys are good to go whenever you're ready. Go! If the tablet's on. So yeah, you might just have to unlock that. It's 5330. No, you got it. All right, yeah, keep that up. Make sure your knees come up high. All right. When that hits 10, you're good to go. And When that hits 15, you're good to go. All right, your exercise is going to start right now anyways. Go ahead. Good, excellent. Reach for your toes. Come on, guys. Good. You should be able to feel that stretch right by your butt if you're doing it properly. Okay. Go ahead, fellas. You got vertical jumps, vertical jumps. Yeah. Just a vertical jump. All right, guys, once you're done, make your way and take the shot. All right. Good stuff, guys. 20 more seconds. It's going to be close right here at the end. You guys can't go back until you score. All right, so the team up. All right, so that team's the winner. All right, guys, that's the game. If you guys want, we could bring it in and just discuss this now. So, does everybody remember the technique that we went over for shooting and the order in which it works out? Can anybody tell me that? Do number 10, okay. Yep, step, lock, pop. And does anybody want to tell me what app we were working with today? Lazy Monster. All right, cool. Thank you, guys. You guys were great.